Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over some Cobra army builders, the Python Patrol Cobra Officer, the Mole Rat, and the Snow Serpent from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. I believe you've seen this head sculpt before, but I do like the snakeskin texture on here. It's very nice. The blacks and grays blend well together, and the red for the mask stands out, as well as the stretch marks. The skin tone and eyes look nice too, for the eyebrows as well, and the articulation is swivel, as well as a hinge up, a hinge down, old school style, a little bit of pivot over here. Very nice for this Cobra Officer head. The body we've seen before, the underlay is from the original Cobra Officer, and the overlay I think is new. It looks very nice. The green really pops against the black, along with the yellow and the red over here. It's very nice looking. We have a really cool logo on the side as well. Nothing over here, and the back looks great too. And the articulation is swiveling over here and back and forth crunch over there, all the way around for the waist, as well as up pretty okay, down pretty okay, and all the way around with a butterfly joint. Very gummy though. Swivel over here, we get a hinge up and down, and a swivel over here, and then in and out. What is this old articulation style? It's strange. It's mirrored over here, but also you get a swivel at the glove. Nice touch. The legs on mine aren't really that great. There is a strange popping of the hip right over here, but I do like these pads, this, and these boots. They're pretty cool. The extra attention to detail wins me over with the silver on the buckles. They look nice, although not over here, but they are here, which is an effort, I guess. And for articulation, you do get down over here and up really far, back pretty okay, all the way back, nice with the pin tech. Grr, looks bad. Swivel over here, swivel over there, down, up, and pivot. Big holes. We've seen this helmet before. It doesn't look that great. It's kind of boring to me. The grays, I do like the shape though. It looks nice. It's the bucket helmet that every other Cobra guy has. We also get an alternate head with an alternate mask. It looks pretty cool over here. The white guy version, I would guess. We do get the same kind of snake skin all the way around, and then swivel, and then up and down at least, and a pivot. Wonderful. And the helmet fits on nicely. Actually works better, I think, for this one. Also comes with a pair of Cobra goggles, and knowing the history of these goggles, I'm keeping these here. They look great though, and actually work pretty well for this figure. I like how they look on this one. Your standard pistol with knife, nicely colored on the knife, and pretty good with the pistol on the sculpt. They look great. This longer weapon we've probably seen before. I like the green accents, but other than that, it's just okay. It has a little scope on one side and a removable magazine. And this slightly shorter weapon has a removable magazine on the side. It's very strange, but looks pretty cool. I like the ridges on top. Looks nice. There's also a storage pouch in the back that looks really cool. I like the texture on it, as well as the Cobra logo. It's wonderful. And pretty much everything can be stored in this figure. One of the weapons, one of the magazines, the scope, the pistol over here, the knife, and that's pretty much it, except for the spare head at least. And all kitted out, this Cobra Python Officer is ready to rock. I'm glad I managed to get the goggles on as well as the helmet. Looks great. The Python Patrol Cobra Officer stands at about 6¼ inches taller, so here he is next to Snake Eyes and Supreme Cobra Commander. I like how the blacks work between the figures as well as the red too. Little pops here and there. And here's the Python Patrol Cobra Officer next to Prophet Director Destro and Crimson Baroness. They look really nice together, and their wacky antics and color schemes are amazing. This head sculpt for Mole Rat doesn't look very much like a mole. I do like the head sculpt from the front, though it looks very creepy, like Darth Vader almost. Right down to the big old breathing tube. That's really interesting. And the back looks like it's kind of like cellophane wrapped up, almost like Bane in a way. It's very creepy. And while you do get articulation from this, the tube can come out. So yeah, you get pretty much all the way around, as well as up and down and side to side. It's a nice head sculpt that requires a little bit of breathing room. The body is very interesting, almost like a janitor or a sanitation inspector kind of thing. The Cobra logo's over here, as well as the back looks nice. The orange as well as the deep blue. It's pretty cool. And another little thing over here. I'm not sure where that is, but it's cool. A lot of doodads and mechanical pouches and stuff. And this breathing apparatus is pretty interesting. I love the texturing here, though. It's very well done, but the paint could be better on the arms. And the chest can move side to side all the way around. You don't have to worry about the breathing tube with that. Back and forth is really good, as well as swivel pretty much is just okay with this. And you do get up pretty far and down and all the way around with the butterfly joint that kind of works. You get to swivel up here all the way around and then all the way up with the double jointed elbows over there, as well as a swivel over here, and a side-to-side gun-toting hinge, and on the other side, it's the same exact thing. The legs are pretty much normal and regular pouches and stuff, yada yada. I do like the texturing though, it's great. The pink can be better down here with the orange at least, more coats. And the boots look nice, all laced up and pretty good, and you get down and then up pretty far and back pretty okay, and all the way back is nice too, and down, swivel over here, swivel over there, down, up, pivot, peg holes, and pins. For accessories, you get a peg and plug backpack with fans in it, as well as another tube going onto the side. Man, this guy is yoked up. You also get what looks like radiation detection equipment in a way. This kind of box over here looks like a ghost box from Ghostbusters, and this little lantern has a meter on it. Pretty interesting. It's pretty cool, and it has some articulation too. And those both get stored in the backpack pretty easily. This handle doesn't clip on here, so I put it on the side, and this fits nicely down here. It's like an iron almost. And this crazy mole rat comes with a screw gun that's pretty cool, doesn't turn or anything, nice articulation, as well as sculpt, and looks really neat. As well as this laser blaster, flamethrower, what have you, whatever you want to call it. It looks really interesting, has a hole on the top too, and it's just nicely sculpted and molded. And this piece, I don't know what it really goes to, but I found out today that you can combine it with the screw gun to combine and make this really cool weapon thing, this mechanically powered screw gun, but that's not all. You can combine these two together as well to make whatever this is. I wish the head could move to fire and look where he's firing at least too though. And all kitted out, this mole rat is ready to mole rock. But it's still not over yet. The mole rat has one more form to grace us with this beautiful head sculpt. I love how this piece looks. It's just super awesome. The teeth coming out, the eye looks really great, the face mask is insane, and these like crystals coming out of its eyeball. This is awesome. I love it. And going back all the way around, we see the same hallmarks as before, except it isn't as stretched, isn't as malleable. It's really nicely done, and I love this piece. It's super cool and amazing. The one drawback though is I cannot get this thing to move out and unpeg because I'm afraid I'll break it, so I just keep it kind of down here. But man, what a great piece. I love this so much. And the head sculpt does swivel all the way around as well as go up and down, side to side. You get the drill. It's just great and super creepy and cool. Not that much like G.I. Joe, but more of what I want from G.I. Joe. The mole rat stands at about 6 1/4, 6.5 inches tall or so. Here he is next to Snake Eyes and Cobra Commander. I like how the blacks blend in and the orange pops nicely as well with these figures. And here's the mole rat next to Prophet Director Destro and Crimson Baroness. Some nice, cool, weird fun for all these characters. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. The Snow Serpent head sculpt kind of bores me. It doesn't look any really scary that much. It looks more tactical, I would think, but it's just strange and kind of Star Wars-y in a way to me. The eyes remind me of those snow speeder guys from Star Wars. It's very Star Wars. Darth Vader over here and kind of like almost Leia over there. I don't know. I don't like this that much. And for articulation, you get to swivel over here all the way around as well as up and down and all the way around. Very nicely done, but the head just doesn't really impress me. The outfit reminds me of every other Snow Trooper character in media, at least army kind of media. It's fine, but really not my thing, honestly. You get a lot of furs on top, and they are shaded pretty well on the gloves. Also, we get the Cobra logo, another logo, as well as a couple pouches in this navy blue, super deep. You can't really tell it's not black. And for articulation, you get up pretty far, actually nicely, and down. It's one of those really cool joints like Hawk had, moving all the way around like that with swivel up here. You also get a double joint elbow as well, working out pretty nicely, as well as a swivel over here on the wrist and up and down hinge, as well as a swivel and then a up and down hinge here too. And you do get back and forth. No real crunch or anything. Kind of tough to decipher what the articulation scheme is. I think it's like a ball joint up top and a ball joint on bottom. They work out nice. The legs are kind of stumpy and bumpy and big and puffy to me. I do like how they look, interestingly enough, but it's fine, I guess. And the boots are nice too, as well as these pouches. And for articulation, we get down kind of and out and then up pretty much and then down and up and back and all the way back over here, working out pretty okay with a swivel over here, a swivel down here, and then a down and a up and a pivot over here with 2 pegals above the feet. We also get 2 pistols that could barely fit in this guy's hands. This is awful. It's just terrible. The hands are bad or the pistols are bad. Either way, this sucks. You can holster the pistols on the sides where you'll never have to see them again. Phew. He also comes with this blaster we've seen before. I like how it looks with the scoped removable magazine and the long barrel and the smallest knife in the world for the smallest hands in the world, I guess. He comes with this larger blaster that has a removable magazine and fits okay in his hands, I guess. The really small hands with the little gorilla gloves over there. But he also comes with a pair of goggles I didn't really notice until now, and man, they up his cool factor. He looks so much better now, like a different Star Wars character. He also comes with a bazooka that's pretty neat. We've seen this before on, well, bazooka. Some assembly required, and it's a pretty good piece. It's huge, though. I don't know where to put it, except strap it on his arm, I guess. He also comes with a backpack filled with bazooka ammo. That's pretty cool. We've seen these with bazooka, and they look very nice. It's a good touch to have them in gray. But it would have been better to have them in that navy blue color. They look so good in that. And you actually can put the bazooka down here. Nice touch with the little handles in the bottom of this. Cool. But if you don't want to use the backpack, you can always give him the wolf cape, which looks better without the backpack, even if you can put the backpack on here, I guess. That's pretty neat, actually. It still makes him really clunky and probably very back heavy, but it looks nice on him, actually. It's pretty interesting that they made this work. And any level of ridiculousness that only I can appreciate, probably, you can give him this wolf mane helmet. This is amazing. It looks really stupid, don't get me wrong, but I just love how over the top this is. It's insane. It fits really nicely on the figure. It works well with the wolf cape. It's a cool wolf guy. Even though this guy is a snow serpent, they should have called him the Snow Wolf. This is phenomenal. I'm never taking this thing off. It's amazing. Like Snow Job, he also comes with a pair of snowshoes. They are really nicely sculpted and look really cool, but I have no use for them, honestly. The other thing he comes with is much better, though. The Snow Serpent comes with a snowboard that really hits that 80s, 90s sports craze that everyone was talking about. This is phenomenal. I love the pattern on the bottom. It's so nicely done with that kind of random glitchy texture, as well as the logo he has on his bicep. It's really neat. I can't tell what it is. Maybe it's upside down. I'm not sure. And you also get the Cobra logo on it and nothing on the back, but it's really neat. And I finally have somebody to race Sonic and Jet for Sonic Riders. Amazing. And all kitted out, this Cobra Snow Serpent is amazing looking. It's insane, wild, weird, and kooky, just as I want from this line. The Snow Serpent stands at about 6 1/4 to 6.5 inches taller, so if you have the hood on, and honestly, why wouldn't you want the hood? Here he is next to Snake Eyes and Supreme Cobra Commander, looking awesome as always. I like how the black blends into the navy blue. It's a nice touch. And here is the Snow Serpent next to Prophet Director Destro and Crimson Baroness. They all look wild, wacky, and really cool together, but I think the Snow Serpent has both of them beat. Overall, the creepy, kooky Cobra army. Despite being a remold, the Python Patrol Cobra officer looks really nice. I like the interchangeability of all the heads, weapons, hats, goggles, and everything else. It's just great. The mole rat is really cool, especially with the alternate head. I do like both heads though, and again, like the Cobra officer, this mole rat has a lot of interchangeability, especially with the weapons. And even though it was boring on the outset, the Snow Serpent really surprised me with how much you could add on to this guy and how many weird things he came with. This just goes to show you, with all 3 of these figures, don't judge a book by its cover. So if you're a fan of Python Patrol, Snow, or Moles, then you'll love all these figures. They're really great. I would highly recommend getting multiples if you're into army building, or don't, but you're missing out on all the fun. But make no mistake, whatever army builder you pick here, the result is going to be insane. So which figure here is your favorite? The Python Patrol Cobra Officer, the Mole Rat, or the Snow Serpent? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.